Hello, everyone. Welcome to Open Minds to Open Hands, the raw, authentic, uncut version of this podcast. Today, I have an amazing guest, the one and only Christa Rose. Hello, Christa. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you, and thank you to your audience for spending this time with us.
Thank you. Well, we wanted to have this show earlier, but this is the only time we able to schedule you. You're a very busy lady. We are
That's
so happy to
okay.
have you on our show.
It's a perfect timing. Everything works out in divine timing.
Yes. Please, Krista, introduce yourself to our wonderful viewers. The stage is yours.
Absolutely. First of all, it's definitely a pleasure. So, I help people who lack direction and motivation and feel like they're living this mundane life. And I help them find clarity so they can live a life with peace and passion and really live the life they love. And I do this by different ways. I'm an Amazon #1 best-selling author, international speaker. I do a TV co-host. I do different healing modalities as well. So holistic healing modalities. I'm a Reiki Master and do a whole bunch of things. But my end goal is to really inspire and provide hope to people who really need it because I've gone through a lot. So I have the tools now to help you.
Thank you. Wow, what a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. We wanted to shout out to our amazing community because the connection was made from there, our Diamond Beauties connection. And Sanat, we love you. This is how we connected. And, they say like, oh, online you can really have a deep connection. Well, I have to prove you wrong. This is my soul sister here. We are kind of like, um, ma- it is like a sister from another mother, if I can say that. So I love you. I love you to bits, and I'm amazed with all of the great things what you do. And you just had your book, and you're working on your second book, which is going to come out. But before we go through all of the I have prepared questions, but I never follow the questions. This is just gonna be raw, authentic, and uncut version of a beautiful conversation.
Perfect.
The first thing what I would like to ask you, throughout your life you had to be resilient, and you have to you can tell us about how you can overcome that, like what is those things and the steps what you have to do to really overcome the resilience.
One of the things I really struggled with was being a perfectionism and thinking I'm in control of everything. And then I found out I'm not in control of life.
Mm.
You see, years before, over 25 years ago, I was in a head on collision with a full size pickup truck. I survived it and, tried to keep saying, I'm fine. I'm going to do this. I never wanted to ask for help. And then 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day later, my husband laid on a stretcher as I held him in my arms as he passed away. And
Mm.
we only knew for 2 weeks he had leukemia. And now, I mean, I signed up to be a wife and a mother. I didn't sign up to be a widow and a single mom. So some of the tools I had to learn at that time was ask for help, accept help. You don't have to do it all alone. And this helped me in my journey to find different ways of coping because 6 years ago I was diagnosed with a rare disease and I was given 4 years to live. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, and I'm proud to say I just completed my 6th year.
Wow. Thank you. Wow, this is a very, very heartfelt story. Thank you for sharing that. uh, this is must be very hard, and I am so proud of you because you are overcome that. um, I would like to ask you my second question, and I'm going to dive deep a little bit here. Why you decide to write your first book, the Skip the Pain, Experience the Pleasure, and what is your tagline?
That's a great question. So, when I was going through my struggles, I looked for anything, absolutely anything, online. I went to bookstores, and everything I found was depressing at the end. Really small writing, and they were long, like 325 pages. And I would get bored. And like I said, they're depressing, and I didn't need any help. So it wasn't until someone said, Krista, your journey can help someone else. And I'm thinking they probably found that from a quote from somewhere, but you know what? It was true. So I developed a book and I made it humorous. I put a little bit bigger font and I wanted people to go on a journey, not only focusing on my struggles, but I give you specific tools and ways to overcome any tragedy. And you don't have to live it, you don't have to necessarily go through it, but it's based on finding ways to live the life you love, get unstuck
Mm.
where you were. And so my tagline is cut the crap that's holding you back so you can live the life you love. Because
I
you know
love it.
what's holding us back is all crap. And when I say crap, is clarity reveals amazing opportunities. And if I can, I will show my book.
Of course. Oh, look at that. I love the cover. I
Yes.
love the cover.
And just quickly, this is where I was 6 years ago. You know,
Wow.
just 6 years ago, I wasn't able to talk and walk. And why am I here right now? It's because I would change my mindset. And doing this scared the heck out of me. But you know
Wow.
what? I wanted to show up and be there for other people to say you can do it too.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much. Let me see that cover. I see the number one Amazon best-selling author achievement on it. Look at that. Oh my God.
Yes, yes,
Wow. So
definitely
how
thrilled.
tell us, our beautiful viewers would love to know how this personally means to you. What is that this achievement? This is huge to hit Amazon number one best-selling author achievement. So tell us how this personally affects you and what does that mean to you?
You know, I was completely floored when the book went out, and I was checking to see where I was, and they were saying, go online, see the rankings, and if you're in the top 100, you're featured. So I went to the 100, and
Wow.
they kept saying, keep going up, and then I got to number one, and I thought, oh my goodness, my goal was to inspire one person. If I could do that and help one person, then I achieved my goal. So to find out all these people appreciated my book, and I think most important, it's not necessarily that sticker that says Amazon number one bestseller. It's the messages I get, it's the emails I get. Believe it or not, people still write letters to me, and that's what means the most.
Wow. Wow. Personal letters. That is very personal. Wow. My heart will melt if I will receive that kind of letter. So please, my viewers, if you want to send me a letter, that would be so amazing. I love that the feeling to open up the envelope and to really hold that letter in your hand and to feel the crispness of the paper. Oh my God.
I
Yes. So
wish
my
I had it
beautiful
here. It was amazing, and I looked at it and think, really, like a real letter? And the person didn't even think it would go to me. They thought I had this huge team that they would open it. I'm like, no. So when I responded personally and had this amazing conversation, and they told me how what I said changed their life and changed their outcome to where they're going to end up being.
Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful, beautiful. We have a message coming through. Somebody tagged us with the message. They are watching us live. It's Jennifer Rogers, all the way from the United States. She's saying, "What an amazing accomplishment, Krista. Having a copy myself. Wow, I absolutely can say your book is life-changing." Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, my dear sister. So that's wonderful. I would like to talk about your second book because you are about to release your second book. It's coming out soon. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
First of all, never say never because after I wrote my first book, I'm like, I'm done. And you know what? It literally came to me in a dream. You see, what happened was is I was part of a collaboration book, and out of 365 pages, my one little story paragraph ended up on page 111, if anybody's into numbers. And I had someone reach out to me and tell me that they also lost their husband 12 years ago. They were a young widow, and how that number and everything I said really resonated with them as they were going through stuff with their son. And I'm thinking, out of all this book, and it wasn't even on that date. So then I thought, you know what? If I can create a book that can give people some insights that can help them, why not? And so here's a
Yeah, why
copy
not?
of the book. It's called
Love
Shattering
it.
Truth I Wish My Younger Self Knew.
Wow.
And what it is if you can go back in time and tell yourself one piece of advice. And no, it can't be what the lotto tickets are or lotto numbers are. It can't be to invest in Google or Amazon or whatever there is now, Bitcoin, I'm not sure. No, it's real personal information that you've discovered since you've been growing up. And I ended up gifting 111 people a spot to be in this book because it's not only my insights, my truths, there's so many others. And I am totally blown away as I was going through and reading them that it didn't just apply to my younger self, it applies to me where I'm at now.
Wow, 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 wow. So if you would like my beautiful viewers to participate, reach out to Krista Rose, and you can find her email and her information at kristarose.com. And that would be amazing to be, sharing what would you say to your younger self. And this will lead to my question, and I'm going to reverse this back to you, my dear. If you would go back to if you could go back in time, what is the advice you would give to your younger self?
Yeah, practice what you preach, right?
Yes.
So, completely honestly, if I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to be authentic. Be who you are. Don't try to jump through hoops to impress other people. You don't need to be a people pleaser. You're perfect the way you are. And if I would have done that, I would have saved years of pain and being stressed out all the time, worrying what other people thought. So that would be my advice: is be authentic, be you, be kind, and spread love and kindness as you go through the world. And that's where you develop your own passion, your own gifts. And for me, once I discovered that, more doors started to open.
Wow, wow. That is amazing. So, my beautiful viewers, this is the question for you. What would you tell your younger self? Tell us in the comments. Really go and have that beautiful timeline travel and go ahead and figure it out and see what is you would say to your younger self. My dear Krista, I often heard people refer to you as Earth Angel. Sanat is calling you an Earth Angel. How that make you feel, and what does that mean to you to be called as an Earth Angel?
That has come up different times throughout my life. And for me, I was putting an earth angel on like a pedestal, like there's no way. And it wasn't until Sinette, told me, and I really thought about it. And throughout my life, and now I'm put in people's life right when they need it the most. And that might be during life, trying to help them navigate their struggles or open up to a way of spirituality or just open up whatever they're going through, get rid of those limiting beliefs. But also, I've been helping people transition to the other side, go from a place where they feel confident and independent to work through the feelings of feeling like a burden and feeling the pain and feeling the loss and the sadness. And I can identify with them and I help them, bring them peace and joy. And what a better gift you can give someone before they pass away than to get into those feelings.
Mm.
So opportunities, like people literally were in front of me. For those people who know the late Howard Brown, I was introduced with him I was a TV co-host with him on a TV show, and there we go. Our relationship started growing, and it was because it was divinely timed, and that's why I was able to be there during his transition, opening his heart, opening his mind to different ways of thinking, and that helped him as he passed away go in a loving, peaceful state.
Wow, that's beautiful. Mm. Yes. We're giving love. We're giving love. Yes. Just
And
for
you
a
know
moment.
what? There's so many people who are earth angels out there, and you don't even realize it. I was driving home one day from an appointment about 2 hours ago, 2 hours away, and I end up having a seizure in the car. So we pulled off at the rest stop quickly, and there's this lady kept looking at me, and I'm thinking, man, please stop looking at me. I want to just crawl underneath the table. It
Oh
turned out
boy.
she was a retired nurse, and there was a snowstorm. Then she came and she took my kids away so I can get through what I needed to go through. And she said, "You know what? In this snowstorm, you may not make it to the hospital. Why don't you come stay with me?" I mean, what kind of stranger does that? So I call her my earth angel at the rest stop.
Wow. I like that. Earth Angel at the rest stop. Yes, yes, we don't even realize actually we can be somebody's angel, or we can actually change just our true gesture, or anything what we can offer to other person. It's true, very true, very true. Krista, you did introduce yourself, and you mentioned when you did introduce yourself, you mentioned you're working with different type of modalities and different type of energy work. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, some people think of it as woo-woo work, and I'll be honest, until I experienced it myself, I had no idea what people were talking about. And then I experienced Reiki for the first time, and basically is we're all made of energy, and it's taking universal life force and with your hands placed on different areas of their body, and usually it's just hovering above. What you're doing is help bringing their energy to a state of loving peace and a place where they can help heal and relax so they can get what they need. There's many things. I do access bars, which you basically put your fingers on 32 places on a person's head, and each place gives a different area that they need to be released. So it can be anxiety, it can be depression. Sometimes emotions come up, sometimes it's memories, sometimes it's happiness. And that was an amazing modality I've never heard about, but I started to do. EFT, the tapping technique, emotional freedom technique. It's basically you take your fingers and you tap on different areas specifically on your body while saying some different sayings that is very personal to you. So it's not a set of words that you are repeating. It's something that you need to overcome, you're working through, and it's a fantastic modality. And I learned, and I do it very often during the day, anytime when I really need to bring myself down or my thoughts are all over the place and I really want to stay focused on something.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. That is just amazing. You have all these tools in your hands, and you're able to, implement them as is needed. And I think it's personal for everyone, because everyone needs different type of modalities and different type of works on their body. So it's very cool for you to able to have all of these in your, should I say, in your back pocket?
Absolutely.
Before my last question is, I would like to ask you, what is the message would you like to our viewers to hear, and you as a speaker, what is that message what you really would like to highlight for our viewers today?
Oh, there's so many.
Oh,
But
give us a couple.
I really want people to know you are worthy.
Mm,
You are loved. You're beautiful just the way you are. You don't have to change for anybody else. Be you. So that's probably one of my most powerful messages I would love to give to people to be themselves because, again, you never know what you do that can change someone else's life.
I like that. I like that. Thank you so much. And as we're coming to a close, I would like to ask you all of your upcoming events, how we can find you, where we can tap in to see you, and what is 2025 holds you for Krista.
Oh, I'm so excited. So on October 4th, I will be going to I'm one of the VIP speakers, keynote speakers, with some amazing other inspirational speakers at an Inner Transformational Summit. And that will be just fantastic. There we are, as you see on screen. That will literally be a transformational time. So you do not want to miss it. And then on the 7th, I will be part of a Leslie Evans Rise Summit as well, where I'll be speaking on different topics of where I was and, things that where I want to be. So those are just a couple of the things, plus obviously introducing and bringing out my new book. That's going to be very exciting as well.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. We will share all the links for my beautiful viewers. You're able to tap in and register. We have some special gifts for you. And on this summit, on the Inner Transformational Summit, can you tell us what's your speech going to be all about? It's going to be
Well,
October the 4th.
I will give you a little taste because it really helped me in my life in my life. So I use the acronym WAIT. So when we go through life, we all have to take a second and wait. Wait means three things. So you have to go to the summit to figure out what these three things are, and I guarantee you 100% that this one word will change your life.
Thank you. So, if you resonate with the message and if you would like to be in wonderful energy space together with 12 powerhouses, coaches, warriors, leaders, healers, come join us. Tickets are on sale. They're only $35. You can really scan the QR code and have your chance to be with us. And I have a free gift if you sign up before October 1st. You will receive this beautiful ebook, a 21-day transformational journal, and all the links and all the information. Like I said, we were going to pop it and drop it for you in the chat so you can tune in for our amazing upcoming summits. Krista, thank you so much for having this time and clear your schedule for us. It was a pleasure to have you on our show. We have a little surprise because I would like to share Krista video for you before we go. But please tune in for next time because I will bring you more wonderful VIP guests and we're going to drop some golden nuggets. So I hope you take notes. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We have a couple of live uh, messages from Darren. You're so amazing. What a great interview. Thank you. And Jennifer, I can't wait for the summit. Thank you both. Oh, thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for tuning in and being active in our wonderful podcast. Till next time, see you soon. Bye.
Right.